It is about 10 after 4 on Sunday. Anybody watching? How you doing? How you been? It is a swift change from Friday, let me tell you. Friday was like warm and nice. And today it's cloudy, it's rainy, it's 12 degrees Celsius. I get so hot today. Like every time I go to move around, I took the boys out for kids. They're not really kids anymore, but I took them out for Dairy Queen this afternoon. That was lunch. Judge me all day long, I don't care. We had a good time. It was awesome. We're gonna do pancakes for dinner tonight. Whatever. Yeah, I took the boys to Dairy Queen. Boo Boo has had a big old hankering for banana split for probably like 3 or 4 days now. So we finally got out, and I got Monkey a blizzard, and I got a blizzard. Oh, it was lovely. So we went out and did that, and by the time I got home, I was so hot I had to put a t-shirt on. It was just melting. And then, you know, I kind of tidied up a little bit. I'm puttering around with laundry, you know. It's Sunday. It's a puttering day, right? So, that's fine. I get all done that I can there, and, you know, I'm kind of waiting for things to finish up so I can switch things over and whatever. And I got a new TV for my room, so I went up to my room and I got into bed, and, you know, cuddled up in a blanket, and I was texting with Big Daddy, and he was going on about being cold, and I swear this is his fault. It's all his fault. He put it in my head. All of a sudden, I was like, yeah, I said, you know, I've been sweltering hot, and then, you know, and then I'm just uncomfortable. Like, I'm not hot, I'm not cold, I'm just uncomfortable. Where am I going? Superstore, right, we're going to the Superstore. And then all of a sudden, I was just, like, I just got up to come out now, right? Hit the stupid store, do my vlog, whatever. Freezing! Absolutely freezing. As soon as I stepped off my bed. Oh, listen, if there's ever been a sign to stay in the fucking bed, I think that's it. I'm just saying. Oh my god, absolutely freezing. I had to put my sweater back on. Now I got a t-shirt and a sweater on. I'm so cold. But of course, you know, it's May, so I've got my slides on because I'm not wearing boots. I don't care. And I don't do running shoes because then I have to put socks on, and I'm just not, okay? So I have my butt warmer on to keep me warm, and I have the heat on low in the car, but it's aimed at my feet. It's the Canadian way. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and it's just started spitting again, and I didn't bring a jacket. I just have my sweater. And I've been kind of sick all weekend. I can't decide. I can't decide whether or not I have a cold or if it's some sort of allergy thing. I don't know. Because I feel fine, but I am so congested. It is unbelievable. Like when I woke up Friday, I think. Or I don't know. Whenever, I think it was Friday when I got up, and my throat was just on fire. And I was telling my boss about it, and she was saying that yeah, her husband had come down quite sick. So I know that there's definitely, and I think my coworker was quite sick for a week or so, a couple weeks back. So I know that there's some nasty shit going around right now. But I don't feel sick. Like, I'm tired. But this weather, this gray, dreary, cold, rainy weather, just kicks the shit out of me, energy-wise. I hate it so much. But I don't feel sick. I feel tired. and stuffed up, right? So I'm not really sure what this is. Regardless, I'm trying to kind of stay away from people. I was supposed to meet up with Monkey's girlfriend's parents or something on Saturday, and I called them, I don't know, Friday evening or whenever the hell that was. I don't even remember. It's all the same. And I was like, listen, like, I'm so sorry. I suck. Okay? I suck at calling people back. I'm the worst. I am the absolute worst. You could be the government calling and threatening me with whatever the fuck the government can threaten you with, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll get back to you in a minute. Like, I mean, if it means me having to be on the phone, I will do everything in my power to put that off until I absolutely have no choice. I hate being on the phone. On top of that, it's meeting new people, and I don't like meeting new people. You know, I mean, I don't know what people generally expect, but I curse a lot, okay? Listen, I curse in my vlog. It is nothing in comparison to speaking to me in real life, okay? I hold back a lot because of the YouTubes, okay? Yeah, so, I mean, to sit down with anybody for any period of time, like, at some point, it's just gonna pop out, and once the floodgates open, that's it, game over. It's on like Donkey Kong, bro, and I cannot stop. Like, I did it with on my interview with my boss when I interviewed for this job that I'm at now. I sat and talked with her for like an hour or some shit, and eventually it just sort of popped out, and I looked at her and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so not getting this job. Jesus Christ. But I said, it was like, you know what, in all honesty, I mean, we're in a truck together all day. Like, I mean, it's gonna fuck up. Unless I just don't talk, like, it's gonna happen. So you might as well know at the interview, right? Like, I curse like a sailor, and that's just the way I talk, okay? I don't mean anything by it. It's the way I talk. It always has been. Ask my brother, ask my father. I'd say ask my mother. She knows best, but she's dead. Yeah. So, ooh, there's a parking spot. There's a parking spot. There's a parking spot. There. Right here. So yeah, I mean, it just makes, because I'm very much aware of how I speak, I'm not a fan of meeting new people, because it just seems to me like most people don't curse quite as much as I do. My vernacular is very colorful. And I don't think it, I mean, outside of maybe the F-bomb and the C word, I don't think it's quite as taboo or whatever anymore. But the F word is my favorite word on the planet. And if I hate you, you are the C word and I will use it. But that's in extreme circumstances. I'm not a fan of that word either. Well, depending on the context, it can be quite funny. But yeah, so it just makes, for me, meeting new people very awkward. That, and I'm loud. I mean, my natural speaking voice, I'm just loud, you know. Yeah. And they wanted to meet and go for dinner, and that's just a lot for me. Like, I'm, you know, sitting there with two people I don't know, in a room full of people I don't know, with the clamoring of dishes and screaming of children and crying of babies, and just, it's too much. I know I would get overstimulated and I'd have to just get up and fucking boot. Like, we're not doing this right now. To be in that kind of scenario and have to watch my mouth, like, no. No. So, that's kind of what I said. But in a more wrapped up and digestible manner. And she called me back yesterday and, sorry you feel bad, you don't feel good. She wasn't feeling good last week or whatever. So I know that there's something going around. And she did say, call me back and we'll arrange coffee. Coffee sounds so much better. Coffee, I can be like, you know what? It's kind of hectic in here. Why don't we go sit outside and have our coffee? Like, just get the frig away from the extra people. Like, oh my good Lord. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to boot. I'm going to go into the stupid store here and grab what I need, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, yeah, it's chilly. I was just starting to get all hot and icky in the store there, and I came outside, and yep, there's that cold, rainy day we're having. Holy crap. So, I did an impulse buy. I don't do these often. And I do have a way of making iced coffee that I have come to rather enjoy. But I found, where are you? I found this in here. It's Nescafe it's instant for iced coffee, like expressly for iced coffee. Not sponsored, but if there's any coffee company out there that would like to sponsor me, I am so your girl. And by sponsor, I mean you can just send me free coffee. I'd be totally happy with that. Anyways, just float that out there. So I'm kind of excited to try that. I will not be opening that until I'm done the one that I already have. Excuse me, which I think is a President's Choice brand. It's just an instant espresso. It's not expressly for iced coffee. I have come to the conclusion that it doesn't matter. Instant coffee just melts. It doesn't matter if it's cold or if it's hot. As long as it melts, you have coffee. So, I mean, listen, if you're really desperate, just a pinch between your cheek and gum, okay? It will melt. But other than that, I got everything that I wanted for today. I will more than likely be back tomorrow for a few other odds and sods that I just can't be bothered to get today. I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow's my only day off. I am working Monday through Friday this week, which is awesome. But also, because I haven't done any filming for my reaction videos for Tuesdays and Fridays, like in a good long while. I was supposed to start like yesterday, but like I said, I was done for. Listen, I was so tired. I snoozed off and on pretty much all day. By about noon, 1:30-ish, I forced myself as best I could to stay up and get up and walk around every now and again. Putter on things because I just kept going to sleep and I wanted to make sure that I slept the night, and I actually slept great last night. But again, this gray, cold, dreary, wet weather just kicks me in the arse, and I just have no energy. Listen, a bitch is solar powered, okay? I need the sunshine. I don't need to be outside in it. I just need to see it, okay? And we're good. Although I do have to force myself outside more this year. I cannot believe how little I was outside last year. Usually, once the weather flattens out and we're into summer, I am outside from the time I'm done work until dinner time, and then again pretty much until bedtime. Like a bitch is outside, okay? I hibernate like 6-7 months out of the year, so I could not believe. But I think that was with my first, handful of months of quitting smoking. And I was afraid that sitting outside would trigger a need for smoke, which I don't really think it will. A bigger trigger for me, you would think, would be like my morning coffee, and most definitely after, if I'm having a drink, okay, like some whiskey or some tequila, or like a drink. But it hasn't triggered it. I mean, I've often thought a stogie would be nice. But I haven't had it hasn't made any, wicked urges for a cigarette or anything, so I need to get outside this summer. I think this coming weekend is Mother's Day. I believe it's on Sunday. And then the following weekend, I believe, is May 2-4, if my math is mathing. In which case, for May 2-4 weekend, I will be cleaning up my yards and cleaning up my pool liner that I left out all winter. And getting that up and going. All weather permitting, of course, because I'm not doing any of that if it's raining. And it's May 2-4, so that is a huge possibility. But as long as I have everything done by Canada Day, it's all good. And I've kind of reached the conclusion that I am not doing a barbecue this year. I'm not buying anything. I'm not inviting anybody. I'm not doing a damn thing. It's getting to be a little bit too much work for me. And nobody really seems to appreciate it. At least nobody at my house. I mean, I know my buddy does. He likes to come over and have his once-a-year barbecue at my house. It's the one time a year I use my barbecue. I hate barbecuing. I like to eat barbecue. I do not like to be the one doing the barbecuing. Usually I'm drunk. Let's just be real. And either the food gets burnt or Jen gets set on fire. So, I mean, not to say that it's not a good time. It's a very good time. I give a shit if it all gets burnt and goes to hell, because I don't fucking eat any of it. So, but that's also the thing. It's a lot of work. And, because, having people to the house, I need to make sure that my house is nice and clean, my yard is nice and clean, my pool is nice and clean. Like, it's major work. Because I'm not having people over if my house looks remotely lived in. Okay, it needs to sparkle. Yeah, and then I, cook all this goddamn food. Whatever I'm not cooking, I'm going out and buying, and I don't eat the vast majority of it. So, I mean, my kids don't come out and sit with us. It usually ends up being me, my buddy, and my boyfriend. Sometimes my brother. Sometimes my brother brings my nephew. And then my nephew's the one that's in the pool, like, all damn day, which is fine. But, I mean, my kids are nowhere to be seen. Until dinner, at which point they come down from their rooms, grab their food, and go back up to their rooms. So, I mean, there's just no point. They might come down, like if I happen to get my hands on some s'mores or something, they might come down for that and a quick bonfire. But yeah, it's just a lot of work with no real payoff. So I don't think I'll be doing it this year, but we'll see. We'll see. I didn't clean my gardens out at all last year. So, the next, May 2-4, hopefully the weather will allow. It's going to be a big job cleaning up my gardens. Like, it's going to be a huge job. I don't have big gardens, but I have a lot of little ones. And it's just going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm not really looking forward to it. But it's my own fault. I just said fuck it last year and I couldn't be bothered. Like, I think I mowed my lawn twice last year. And I think my buddy did it the other, 3 times that it had to be done. Like, there wasn't a whole lot to do yard-wise. It was garden-wise. And I just said fuck it. Which was not wise on my part. But whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Anywho, I'm going to get in the house. I got to make some blueberry pancakes. So yeah, anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.